next guy, I don't know where he's going to go, but kind of to the point you're making, with Cooper Kupp, that's kind of what I see in Charlie Jones. I'm not saying he's Cooper Kupp or Jarvis Landry or Hunter Renfrow, but I'm saying that in my make-believe team that I own, I'm pounding the table to make sure this guy's on my roster, just like I would for Jarvis Landry, just like I would for Cooper Kupp and Hunter Renfrow. Charlie Jones, arguably the best player, best wide receiver in college this past year. He led the FBS in receptions. He had 110 of them, 12 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Kind of came out of nowhere, and that's been kind of used against him a little bit. He's got, serious 4.4 speed. It shows up on tape. Really good for the position. I don't have to tell you that. The explosiveness off the line of scrimmage, he can pretty much beat anybody, in my opinion. He's quick as he is fast. I know a lot of times, you see a smaller guy, 5'11", 170 pounds, like, Charlie Jones, and you hear quicker than fast. No. His quickness and his speed equal, which is great. Very precise route runner. He's going to give it all every rep, and that's something I see on tape. He's got the ability to track the deep ball, which is something those slot receivers lack normally, but he's a really good tracker downfield. He has return ability, which is something, again, you talk about the resume offering something day one for an NFL team. His vision when he gets the ball in his hands is very good. He can make guys miss. He sees cuts before they happen, things like that. He can find the soft spot in the zone and sit there and be comfortable there. And, if it's a big hit that he's going to take, he's going to hang on to the football. He's got vice grip hands to go with the great ball skills. I think, he already has, besides the lesser frame, if you will. But, I think when I watch him, the questions about his production are definitely fair, because I think going back to 2022, this past year, like I mentioned, it was out of nowhere. He's transferred 3 times. He's never had a season like that, and it just happened. Maybe it was a great fit, and that's something teams might question. Like, okay, was this the perfect fit? You don't get to choose who you go to in the draft. So like, where's this going to be? He's a willing blocker though. And I already said that. I love the 5'11" guy that's willing to stick his face in the fan, is willing to put himself in harm's way. He can line up on the outside. He can line up on the inside. And overall, I think he's just one of those guys where you pick him because he's just going to work at the next level. He might not be the best receiver in the league. He might not have this. He might not have that. If you're nitpicking, whatever, but I'm not betting against Charlie Jones out of Purdue. I'm just not doing it.
I like that, Jake. And one person that Charlie reminds me of, just watching his tape, you mentioned with the return ability, someone that can, be a Swiss Army knife for a football team. Seeing him transfer from Buffalo, right? He's coming from upstate New York. Like I said, you live there, what that's like, going to Purdue. And so he's able to go from team to team and eventually find success. And in the NFL, that's going to be the same way. But he reminds me of a Justin Watson a bit. Justin Watson coming out of the Chiefs. I played with Justin. Justin's a Harvard guy, very trusted guy. He played for the Buccaneers and then went to the Chiefs, like I said, and won a Super Bowl. And so, guys like Charlie, these are guys that you can rely on. Guys like Justin, these are players that you can rely on to be where they need to be and be productive. Also, like I said, for Justin Watson, he played a little bit of special teams. Seeing him return punts in a football game, I'm like, wait, Justin, like, why is he out there? But, he's a sure-handed player. He's fast. He can run. It might not look like he's fast, but he can blow past some people. And I do believe Charlie Jones will serve similar to that. So I love that pick. Charlie Jones is someone that you want on your team, someone reliable and can get the job done. So I like that a lot, Jake.